and welcome to the Black Sheep Yarn Co. podcast. My name is Angelique, and I'm the owner and dyer behind Black Sheep Yarn Co. And I'm also on Instagram as Black Sheep Yarn Co. I do have a Ravelry page, and I'm thinking about, I'd like to do some sort of a giveaway or a knit along or something here really soon. Maybe by the next podcast I'll have it figured out. I'm trying to finish up some projects, and if anybody has any ideas of what they think might be a fun knit along, like a pattern that they've seen or whatever, I might be a little color worked out right now, but if it was a small color work project, I'd be okay. But comment below if you have any ideas. I'm still messing with my lighting. I depend on my glasses a lot, and I was going to try to take them off to film, and I just decided that it's too difficult. I can't see anything, so I'd basically be filming blind, so I just decided to just go with it. If anybody has any ideas for me, though, I'm open for any ideas that you might have, because I'm having a really hard time with just the glare that I'm getting. But I want you to be able to see stuff. So anyway, so I'm going to start with what's in my cup. So my daughter got me this cup for Christmas, and I think it's adorable. And I have it's from Plum Deluxe, which is at our local fiber shows a lot, and they do a Fiber Friends blend that I'm in love with, but they only sell it at the fiber shows, so I try to pick it up every time I go. It's a black tea, but it's really good. So yeah, that's that. So I'm going to start with a finished project. I finished my Weekender by Andrea Mowry. I'll stand up a little bit. I've wore this like 6 times. I haven't blocked it, but I so love the way it turned out. I'm going to move my chair so you can see a little better. I know since I haven't blocked it, I know once I do block it, this will probably lay a little nicer. Right now it's kind of belling in just a little bit. But I could not recommend this pattern enough. Like, this is one of the most comfortable sweaters I've ever made. It's like, for me, it's like wearing a sweatshirt. And I love the detail in the neckline. I don't normally do necklines like this. But yeah, I love it. I didn't do a very long cuff. I must have somewhat short arms, because it seems like every time I do a sweater pattern, the increases don't happen fast enough, and then I can't do a very long cuff. So I think I have a couple sweaters going right now that I'm going to show you, and I think I'm going to try doing the increases at a faster rate. The decreases at a faster rate, so that I can do a longer cuff. Because one of these especially that I'm going to show you, I really want to be able to have a little bit longer cuff. Let's see. I think that's my only finished object. But the next thing I want to show is, and this is a horrible copy of this. You'll have to just look it up, and I'll link it below. But it's by Petite Knits, and it's the contrast sweater. You can kind of see that there's like, you do one color, and then you do some color blocking of another color in the lower area. I'm going to crop mine a little bit, because I do like my sweaters to be a little higher waisted. I'm pretty short, and I feel like when I do like really long sweaters, it just makes me look more like even shorter. So I like to have it not crop top style, but hit me, at the top of my hip or whatever, for that reason. So, I have it in my I'm trying to remember what brand this bag is. I can't remember. It's so cute. Oh, here comes Toby. Come here. Come here. Come here. This is Toby. He's my sweetheart. He's my cuddly dog. He just got his hair cut, so he's been wearing lots of clothes and stuff around the house. The kids keep dressing him in his Superman shirt and his sweater. He's coming to visit. Oh, and now he's gonna make a bunch of noise in the background. Anyway, I love this bag. It's really fun. It has little extra pockets on both sides. And they don't put a label in here that I can see, so I honestly can't remember who makes it, so bummer. Lucy, you gonna come say hi too? Come here. Hi. There's Lucy. There's my Lucy. Yeah. She's a sweetheart. She thinks she's a lap dog. Yeah. Okay. Get down. All right. So my sweater from Petite Knits. So I think I am almost ready to split off the sleeves and just be doing the body for right now. This collar, it's not intended to be like this. I think I showed last time that you fold it down and you tack it inside. It's debatable whether I'm going to do that. I kind of like the mock neck effect, but I also really like the look of this. This yarn is, I'll think of it. Give me a minute. And it's got a fun detail right here in the shoulder. It's really weird. I'm trying to remember if this was a paid for pattern. I'm not going to say how you do it because I can't remember if it's paid for, but it's got like this little, it's so hard to show. There, that's a little better. Like this strip that goes on the shoulder. And I feel like when you wear it, it's going to lay really nice across the top of the shoulder. And so I'm pretty excited about that. It's not Republic of Wool. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I can't remember the name of who dyed this. It's going to drive me crazy. Anyway, I know I've said it before because I was knitting a different sweater with it and I ended up frogging it because it was way too much color work. I guess I do not really enjoy doing color work. I love the look of it and I wish that I enjoyed it more. I think the reason I don't enjoy it is I'm so slow. I've tried holding the two yarns, one in each hand, and I end up with like a lot of the gauge is just all messed up. So then I tried holding both strands in one hand, and it, again, wasn't great. I don't know. I just had a really hard time with holding both of them in one hand. So what I do is I knit with one, I drop it, I pick the other one up, and I don't know if that's normal. Like I have Blueprint. I can totally go on and watch videos on it, but I haven't yet, and I need to because I would really like to be a better colorwork knitter and faster at it, but I'm so slow. So that being said, on to my next project. So this is all with my yarn. This color is on my bulky weight yarn, which I do carry. The other colors are on worsted weight that I dyed up, and I'm gonna dye some more of this colorway up to put in the shop on a different base. But this worsted weight I didn't care for, and so I am not carrying it, and so I just wanted to use it up. I mean, it's fine. It's just not what I really wanted and what I was looking for in my worsted weight yarn, and I ended up picking a different base. So, so those are my colors. Sorry about my dog noise in the back. So those are my colors. And then I have split for the sleeves. Find the front here. I'm going to stand up. It's easier to show that way. So there's the sleeves. The pink isn't really showing very much, but I did the pink through here. It's a really pale pink, but it's definitely darker than it's showing. Oh, I love this. I think this is going to be so cute. I don't know how hot I'm going to get in it. Like, seriously, I'm probably going to have to like go somewhere that's snowy just so I can wear it. But I love that like Aztec kind of patterning. I don't even know if that's correct, so please don't call me out on it. But yeah, I love it. I'm so excited about the sweater. Oh, but I need to hurry up because there's a possibility of snow in the forecast for us, so that would be awesome. So, and this is a free pattern, by the way. It's called the Rug, and it's a one size fits all, which, let's face it, that's not true. But if you were like a lot smaller than me, you could totally like do it in worsted weight, and I think it would size it down enough. It's meant to be an oversized sweater, but it's not going to be oversized on everybody. So it'll definitely not be as oversized on me as it is on the girl in the picture. That's for sure. But yeah, it's a free pattern, and it's by Junko Okamoto, I think. I'll show you. There you go. Okay, so that's the Rug sweater. And then in my kitchen clutter bag, it's just a little drawstring bag. I have a couple pairs of socks that I'm working on. So I got these ones back out. They're all tangled up. On my Girly Weekend colorway. And I switched them to double points. I don't know why. I was just kind of feeling it. So this is my Girly Weekend. And then I just have my contrast color here. I think this is called My Precious. It's also my colorway. I get kind of confused sometimes about the colorways. But this is on my sparkle base. You can kind of see the sparkle. I love these colors. I feel like this is going to go with like pretty much like everything I wear. I pretty much wear pinks and golds, and yeah, I wear a lot of that. And then I'm trying to do these socks, like these ones are definitely longer. Okay, this is really interesting. Okay, these socks are on the same size needle. Do you see that? The difference here. Maybe that'll help. Okay, so if I put these up to each other, look at the difference in size. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something. I have a hard time with gauge. I've been knitting for quite a while, and my gauge has loosened a ton. My gauge used to always, it seemed like it was always spot on. I never had any trouble, never had to size needles down. And then I just think I became more relaxed with my knitting. Well, with these socks, which are one of my new colorways, and let's see, I think this is, yeah, it's called I Love You More. Isn't that crazy how different? I mean, you would not think that this skein would knit up like this. That's just crazy. So anyway, back to gauge. So this time when I was knitting these socks, I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. I'm knitting these on size zeros. I'm still ending up with my socks kind of loose, which I wear boots like every day. And so I don't mind my socks kind of bunching down at the top of my boot. But I thought, well, I'm going to try something different. So what I did is normally I knit like this. I just catch it with my pinky and I come around and I knit. So when I am knitting now with this pair of socks, I went around once, twice, and then caught it. So it's giving me a much more consistent gauge, and I feel like this is the proper gauge for a sock. Like, I might have to go up a couple stitches for myself because I kind of have wide ankles. But I think that this will wear so much better than this one, because this one is just kind of, I mean, it's not bad, but I feel like it's a much looser gauge. And I'm not hard on my socks, really. Like, I'm pretty good, but anyway, so I'm excited that I finally figured out a way to get decent gauge on my socks. I should have thought of that a long time ago. It's kind of a no-brainer, but so anyway, I am working on that. And if you ever want double points, I really recommend the Knitter's Pride Carbons. That's what I use. I feel like they have a tiny bit of grip right here. And then the join is really nice. And I love these. I think these are great needles. So that's definitely a recommendation. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, so I have one more project. And then I've got some things to show, some other projects that are coming up that I'd like to show. Okay, so I worked a little bit on my crochet blanket, on one of them. Actually, my other one's a knit blanket, but so I started adding another color at the top here. I can't remember who this is. It's a big cake of yarn, but I'll be honest, I have a lot of fingering weight yarn, not even counting my own yarn that I sell. Isn't that pretty? I think it might be Olan. I don't know if that's how you say it. But I have so much from over the years, and it's actually, I've knit it way down. I have all my yarn in like one small cabinet that's like not very deep, so I'm pretty proud of that. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I have a lot of fingering weight yarn, and I also like to knit with the stuff that I dye, because I like to know what it knits up like, because one yarn knits up, one colorway might be really heavily variegated. I want to make sure that there's not a chance of it like heavily pooling and things like that. So I try to keep an eye on that. So because of that, I want to use up a lot of the stuff I already have. So I kind of decided that any of the fingering weight yarns that I already had caked up, I'm just going to start throwing them into my blankets, and it might be just a little bit here, a little bit there, but I'll always have a crochet blanket going. So I figure that should work out pretty good. So anyway, so I want to show a couple upcoming a couple projects that I did. So when we were on our cruise, we had this this waiter that was super nice, and we became friends with him. And hopefully he's not watching. I don't think he watches my podcast, but anyway, we became friends with him, and my boys have been, communicating back and forth with him. They text all the time. And so I thought it would be fun to kind of make him an Oregon fund because we have been talking about maybe him coming to visit or we go visit him. But either way, I thought it'd be kind of fun. So I got this little shadow box and it's got a place to put your money in. And I found a piece of scrapbook paper that had like a map on it. And I outlined Oregon and put a little heart. And then I put some snow and trees at the bottom. I just thought it was kind of a fun idea of something that we can send to him with some other like Oregon stuff. So I made that. And then, sorry about my dogs. The other thing, oh my gosh, they're not shutting up. The other thing is I'm making this heart clasp purse and I'm really hoping I can do this week. I had this pattern and I think, look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'll use it for a purse or, if I'll put a strap on it or not, but look at that. Isn't that adorable? It's by Zakka Workshop, Zakka. And it comes with the pattern that you can cut out and instructions. And then it comes with this. And then the material, this has something to do with getting the fabric to stay inside of it. So that goes in. And then I'm still debating on the material. So this yellow, which is definitely brighter than it's showing up, or deeper. So there's like piping right there. So for the piping, I was thinking, and then maybe the inside of the purse, I want this yellow. And then for the outside of the purse, I have a couple options. I was thinking either this or maybe this. I don't know. I know for sure I'm doing this one, but I'm still debating. I have a bunch of fat quarters that I need to look through because it takes 2 fat quarters, which is kind of cool. So let me see what else. I actually think that's it. I have some new colorways in the shop. I'm going to be adding this colorway. Oh, I don't think I showed this yet. This is a new colorway. I haven't named it yet. This will be a micro stripe. And it is going to be added to the shop probably by the time the podcast is up. So I'm pretty stoked about this one. I want to cast this on. I love this color. It's so pretty. And then just the contrast. I think that'll look really nice in the micro stripe. Which in a sock it will micro stripe, but if you do like a shawl or something, it's not going to micro stripe. It's going to have longer sections per section of color. But with like a shawl, that would really disperse differently. But I think I've used one for that type of thing too, but oh, I love this color. So I have that coming to the shop. And I just want to thank you guys for your support. I have some really fun new things that are going to be happening. I might even be able to talk about a few of them by the next podcast. I have kind of a new venture that I'm going to be adding, and I think it's really super exciting. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.